Welcome back to Soniagogy Integration Academy. I'm Chewy. This is the dojo of the mind where awareness actually becomes usable. Last week, we talked about people pleasing, and keeping the peace. Saying yes when you meant when you meant to say no and just avoid the tension. This one goes the other direction completely. Instead of moving toward people, you create space. Welcome to the control and protection pack. Now, these dogs don't chase connection or closeness with others. They manage it and control how much gets in. They ask one question underneath everything else. How do I stay in control here, right now? Now, let's meet them, because I'm sure you've seen them. The German Shepherd, the critic. This one is sharp, observant, and always scanning. It walks into situations and immediately sees what's wrong. What someone said was wrong. What they did was wrong. What's off? Yeah, that's a dog stepping in fast, and let's be honest about something important here. You don't just do it to other people, you do it to yourself even more, and you're even more critical of yourself. So, for example, have you ever replayed something you said earlier that day? Then you break it down like a game film in your head. Why did I say this? And that sounded dumb. I should have had something completely different. Yeah, that's full breakdown mode. This dog learns something important about staying safe. If I stay sharp, I stay safe. So it critiques everything around you constantly: people, kids, family, wife, because control feels like protection inside your system. Right? We don't have to feel that way. So the next step is the border terrier, your controller, your avoidant. Now, this one manages distance and emotional space. You ever feel overwhelmed and just want space immediately? Not to think, not to talk, just space for everything. You ever pull back during arguments or emotional moments? Well, it's not because you don't care about the person involved. It's because it feels like too much at once. Overwhelm. So you shut the situation down quickly. Let's not do this right now. I'm done with this conversation for now. Then you disappear from the moment completely. And then sometimes you do it physically, sometimes emotionally, or you end up doing both. Yeah, that's this dog stepping in to protect you as well. This one learns something important about safety. If I control the space, I stay safe. So it limits exposure to reduce pressure and discomfort. Less emotion, we do less conversation, and so we minimize the risk overall. It looks calm and controlled on the outside, but inside you're avoiding pressure building. Now, let's look at this a little deeper. This pack looks strong and fully in control. It feels stable and it feels grounded. And it may even seem like it looks confident sometimes, but it's still reacting under the surface, just in a different way than the other packs. So instead of moving toward people, it moves farther away. Instead of pleasing others, it protects the self. Now, does that make it selfish? I don't know. Your partner brings up something emotional and vulnerable. The golden retriever would say, fix it and keep them happy. But this pack responds very differently in that moment. The German Shepherd says, this doesn't make sense. The Border Terrier kicks in, I'm not doing this right now. So instead of engaging, you analyze or you leave it completely. And now there's a distance between you and the other person. Oh, yeah, with that big void that we're creating between us. So this isn't because you lack any care for this person. This is protection learned through past experiences. You learn something important about staying safe. If I stay in control, I don't get hurt. So you control conversations. You control the distance between you and them and emotional exposure between yourselves. But there is a trade-off that comes with this pattern. You also block real connection from happening. So what's that cost look like? Well, you end up feeling alone, even when people are all around you, because nothing gets all the way in emotionally, and nothing gets all the way out either. So some simple awareness shift for this week. Next time you feel yourself pulling back, pause. Ask yourself one simple question in that moment. Which dog just stepped in? Am I protecting myself or am I avoiding something here? Again, this question creates space inside your awareness, and that space is where choice comes back again. So you don't need to lose control to stay connected. You just need awareness while you're inside the moment. So where are we going next from here? Well, in the next video, we bring everything together into one view, because you don't have just one dog running your system. You've got a full pack that shows up differently at each moment, and sometimes all at once. And depending on the situation, different dogs take the lead. So leave a comment, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, follow along, and share this with someone who says, I just need space right now. This is Soniagogy, the Dojo of the Mind, where we take you from knowing to doing to being. Thank you for listening. And until next time, be well and take care.